Hello, YouTube. I just looked at a light to start the show. Hello, YouTube. This is Piss Moan, and we're doing another review.
Are we?
Yes, we're gonna review a movie.
It's nice to change things up every
Yeah,
once in a
screw
while.
animes. I don't like anime.
Japanese anime. Yeah, my favorite anime is probably Avatar: The Last Airbender. Cory in the House is pretty good. Memes.
So, today what we're gonna look at. Well, not look at. Talk about is it.
Well, we're looking at it right
It
now.
is what we're gonna talk
We
about.
are looking at it.
It is it. It
Horror
is
movie from 2016.
2018.
16.
Is it
17.
seriously 16?
No, 17. My bad. I'm really good at years. Once you get to be about my age, if you think about years too much, you get really depressed.
It just gets worse the older you get.
I'm 27 now. Anyways, so I really liked this movie.
I'm mixed on it. So you know, the Stephen King clown classic. We watched the remake of 2017, 2018, 17,
2017.
16, 15,
14. 420.
420.
No, I'm not saying it.
Okay,
not
we're
this
not
time.
saying it this time. Now they know it's still the same date. They clearly know that we record all of these on one shot and
Yeah,
upload them over a long duration.
it's going to be fun. Look, we're wearing the exact same clothes 1 month out from our first review.
No change in facial hair. With my incredible beard
I
that
can do
I
a
can
different
grow.
hairstyle next video. That'd be fun.
I can do that too, and just like show off
God,
my
we're good
widow's
at
peak.
staying on topic.
Oh my god, I look like a maniac.
You don't have a whole lot of hair under the front there.
No, I don't. Do I? Got a little bit of a widow's peak going.
I'm still doing pretty good hair-wise.
Yeah, I do not got much for a hairline. It is, whoa.
I got one or two grays.
I get grays in my like beard a little bit, but mostly it's like my nose and my ears.
I get blonde and red in my beard. That's the weird part for me.
I do get random blondes, but I get these super hairs where like I'll have, instead of just all my hair growing out, I'll get one that comes out and it's straight up 4 hairs growing out of one follicle. They're all in a little tight bundle and it's this super hair.
I get weird ones that it's almost like fiberglass. It's wrinkled and looks plastic. It's
Yeah,
weird.
I get those as well.
This is definitely what they came to watch.
But beyond those, that's actually not a super hair when it comes out 4 in a follicle. I'll get ones that are just, they're like extra thick and they're really rigid and they feel funny because they're so much thicker and rigid. But I also get super bundle hairs where they come out in like 4 in a bunch or 2 in a bunch or 3 in a bunch. I get weird hair. And I'm sure YouTube loves to hear about it. So talking about
I'm sure
it.
we will when we watch these reviews again.
Yeah, this isn't for you. Screw you, viewers. We're here for us and our own enjoyment. Totally not Dr. Pepper.
Now they owe us money. Pay up.
Because we don't care about you, that's why we're just letting this awkward silence just roll.
I'm gonna pull up my phone and start
Hey,
playing
at
some
least
Kingdom
come
Hearts.
closer to the microphone so I
sorry,
can listen to this well. I mean, not for them. I mean, did I stick my head?
There's something wrong with the radar, sir. Beeps the sweet.
Yes, thank you for getting it. So I'm just going to jump to my most complaint about thing in this movie is just it was sometimes was so silly. And Scott, some of the bloopers were so good.
I know.
Hi there, Georgie.
I want to upload that to YouTube and like in 2016 and just have it end with the damn it.
Oh, damn it. Damn it, Georgie.
Where he just leaves and the movie ends.
So, not to name any names because I don't know if they'd like that, but we've got friends of the family that their little girl, like 3 or 4-year-old, loves it. Like, she saw it and like, I want to watch the clown. I want to watch the clown. Oh my god. Okay, you're not gonna like it. Loves it. It's one of her favorite movies. Like, oh, he got Georgie's arm. Yeah, he got Georgie's arm. Oh, bye-bye, Georgie. Wow. Okay.
Interesting.
So I'm not a horror movie guy.
I'm not either.
I'm not a big fan of horror movies, and I didn't really like this one for that same reason. I actually liked A Quiet Place more than this.
But I like this one because it's more of a coming of age story than really just a horror.
And I do
movie.
appreciate that they wrote out the child orgy from the original Stephen King movie.
I mean, that's not exactly something you can keep in a movie and
You
not
could.
traumatize your actors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We're in an era where that wouldn't work.
But the parts of the movie I couldn't believe is like I struggled to see Georgie like stick his arm. I don't know. We want to just go straight into spoilers. Just,
I mean, it's not much of a spoiler. It's in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, but there was a number of things like that where like he's got like water running down his face with just a manic facial expression. His eyes going a little off. Like there's no way he's reaching his hand in there. No kid in his right mind would stick his hand in there. That is not a sane clown in the sewer. That is some sort of crazy thing.
Well, and I think that's part of the important part is the clown tricks them into doing it. It's
So I haven't watched the original, but as I understand it, the original clown is a lot more believable as a clown, not as terrifying. And that's what I struggled with. Like, this isn't a clown that lures. This is a clown that just terrorizes. Like, there's no way any kid would have believed that that clown was going to give him his boat back. He's like... and, like, water running down his face, like, just some crazed madman.
Just because we know he's a monster doesn't mean the kid knows he's a monster.
It was so clearly a monster. Like, that's what I'm getting at. He didn't come across as a believable clown that you would trust in any way.
And
then there was the
weird dance.
it was so weird and out of place.
I thought it was hilarious, and I liked that part, even if it didn't fit with the rest of the movie.
It was hilarious, I'll give you that.
Especially with the camera fixed on his face.
Yeah.
And then
I like something else that they did too. I can't remember.
I like how it plays on childhood fears, though. Like
it does do that well.
The
scary picture.
Yeah. Something that you just don't want to see when you walk through a room and it's there all the time. Although I will say the CGI rendition of the lifelike thing, it didn't look very believable.
No,
honestly.
it looked kind of poor. It looked like a painting still.
It definitely looks very fake compared to some of the other stuff.
Like, I'm not even sure if they did CGI for that mouth of his or not. I think they did, but that may have been
the
like
open. Oh yeah,
like his many fangs.
Probably.
That could have been practical effects. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure on that.
There's a lot of.
There was another like the way they would get tempted away from each other. I always find it's one of my major problems with all horror movies.
Splitting up in horror movies.
Yeah, like the only time I see that as plausible is like I think it was in an anime where it's like they're walking all tight together and then just like a wall just pounds up through the ground in the like 3 inches between them and the people in front of them. Like, no, you're being split up. Like we're not going to give you the opportunity to have to be dumb to have this happen. We're going to force it.
Well, and there was the one part that was believable for splitting up for me was when they first go in the house and the two of them are lured down the hall and the one's lured the other way. But like at the
how do you
end,
not notice? Like you keep eyes on each other. Like that seems so.
The end in the sewer wasn't believable with the splitting up though.
Yeah. Also, the whole like. It feels so not cleanly cut off. The ending feels so like. So how do they address all of the murders and slit throats and the missing kid and all the floating bodies? Do they bring them back up? Are they alive? Are they dead? Like that's partially because I think they're going to make a second movie, as I understand it.
I think it's implied though that the town is willfully ignorant of stuff like that.
It doesn't come across. You were telling me that, and I think that's the actual answer.
It does to me. The way the kid explains it with the backstory is appease some sort of evil in the past, everyone pretends like it's not happening.
Well,
like
because it happens to everyone. Like, this is something that happens every generation. So
Yep.
their parents know this. They went through it too, and they're the survivors. And they're complicit, and they just know, like, it'll happen. We're going to lose some kids, and it's part of this living here.
And
That it didn't come across well in this.
I think a lot of it was lost with the speech the kid gave at the bar mitzvah. He explains that was the deleted scene.
Oh,
where he explains
yeah.
a lot of the ignorance of the townsfolk. And I like it when the kid steps up and starts clapping.
Yeah, his mom. Some of the deleted scenes were some of the best. They really shouldn't have removed them, honestly. I feel they lost a lot from the movie by not having them in.
Yeah, there's a couple movies where that's really the case. Like Dracula Untold. I don't know if I've ever shown you that one.
No, you keep wanting me to.
The deleted scenes really changed the whole tone of the movie. A lot of the character development is lost in deleted scenes.
There's the I want to say Furious 6, but the Magnificent 7.
Yep.
There's some great deleted scenes.
Yeah, I remember that. I haven't watched that in a while.
The best deleted scenes, though, are always in Jackie Chan movies. God, he is such a freaking funny guy. Like, him and Chris Tucker are just
I love
some
those.
of the best.
I've heard they might make a fourth one.
I'd watch that. We still need to watch that Jackie Chan and Bam Margera.
Bam Margera, what?
From Jackass.
I've
We've talked about this like 3 times on the show, so I know you know about it. It's like Brawl in the Bronx or something.
Rumble in the Bronx.
No, that's not it. I'll look it up. But we've looked it up before. Like,
Rumble in the Bronx is definitely a Jackie Chan film. That's the one where he
Yes.
has the broken leg painted like a shoe, I think.
I think it's probably on my list. It's not.
I forgot about Killing Bites.
I don't even know.
Violet Evergarden. That's on Netflix now, I think.
Devilman Crybaby, I highly recommend you watch. It's very different. I don't think you'll like it, but
And we
it's
watch
worth
Ancient
watching.
Magus Bride, too. We're really good at this.
I really want you to watch Ancient Magus Bride because I really want to talk about that one. So, the tomato meter and audience score are almost exactly the same at 85 and 84. And my prejudice aside, as far as horror movies go, I think that's probably right. Maybe not. I'm going to give it an 80. No way. It's a 7. It's not better than Made in Abyss.
I put it in my top 5 for last year, so that'll tell you what I thought. And I do think it's better than Made in Abyss because all the characters, the ones we actually follow, all make sense and they all grow throughout the movie.
You mean like the token black character that essentially has like 5 lines?
Yeah.
That's the only example I have.
Well, and he still has growth.
Yeah.
Because honestly, the one that gets neglected is the actor's name's Finn Wolfhard.
It's the fat one?
The glasses, curly hair.
Mm.
He doesn't even get his own personal scare. It's just kind of thrown in that he doesn't like clowns.
Yeah. Why make a special scare for the guy who doesn't like clowns for the clown god?
Because the fat kid was my favorite kid.
Me too.
I
think he was great. Although the girl was really good too.
Yeah, she was good. I don't like calling him the fat kid, but I can't remember his name. But he was a really good actor. He acted really well.
Yeah, he did really well.
I will definitely go see the sequel to this one.
I think I'd probably see the sequel, but maybe.
So because I think what I've heard is the adult scares are a lot more psychological and talking to the actual clown. It was because I remember seeing part of the Tim Curry one where
We should probably watch that before we watch the next one. Then we can do It Sucks.
I might wait till after because I kind of want to be surprised.
That's
by
fair.
the second
I'm fair with
part.
that. I'm cool with that.
But yeah,
So what are you giving it? Out of 10.
I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. I'll agree with the audience.
Wimp. It's getting a 7 from me.
It's fine.
Yeah.
We all know you have poor taste. There's a whole channel illustrating your poor taste.
You have a good point. Like, we've been clearly documenting our poor taste.
Yes, that's true. especially with Last Jedi. We just
No, everyone pretty much agrees with that. It's like the
Good.
downfall of the series, which makes me happy. So, any words of wisdoms for the viewer? Maybe
No.
don't see Last Jedi.
yeah, probably skip Last Jedi. Don't give Disney any money.